The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said, "Woe to you! You build the memorials of the prophets whom your ancestors killed. Consequently, you bear witness and give consent to the deeds of your ancestors, for they killed them and you do the building. Therefore, the wisdom of God said, I will send to them prophets and apostles. Some of them they will kill and persecute, in order that this generation might be charged with the blood of all the prophets shed since the foundation of the world, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who died between the altar and the temple building. Yes, I tell you, this generation will be charged with their blood. Woe to you, scholars of the law! You have taken away the key of knowledge. You yourselves did not enter, and you stopped those trying to enter." When he left, the scribes and Pharisees began to act with hostility toward him and to interrogate him about many things, for they were plotting to catch him at something he might say. My dear friends, the Gospel of the Lord. Just this morning, early, cool morning, I had a preparation for this coming October 30 life run to be dedicated to the 77th birthday of the dear Archbishop of Davao, Fernando Arcapalla. And I decided to go to the Davao Memorial Park for my jogging. I really was amazed by the beauty of the cool morn, looking at the tombs, looking at the beautiful scenery, so green, so clean, so cool. And I saw also many of the tombs well decorated, engraved with the different colors, the lapidas, the so-called lapidas, and all the cleanliness around the surrounding. But it just came to my mind. Yes, it looks so beautiful, yet under it, inside the tombs, are all kinds of dirt and all kinds of disorderliness. So beautiful as a memorial, in fact, it is called Memorial Park. However, today, my dear friends, Jesus uses also the word memorials. He said to the scholars of the law, the Pharisees, "Woe to you, because you build the memorials of the prophets whom your ancestors killed." It's as if you give your consent to them because they killed the prophets, and you build the memorials. You always remember what they did against the prophets. That's why, woe to you, scholars of the law! You have taken away the key of knowledge. You yourselves did not enter, and you stopped those trying to enter. We know well the reason why Jesus said these woes before the scholars of the law, before the Pharisees. Because, of course, they are good at the externals. Looking at them externally from the outside, they look good, but they are not really good deep inside them. It is important that we do not only look good, but be good deep inside us. What made them full of dirt? What made them full of disorderliness is that they only do things in order for people to see them. They only perform their religious acts or the practices of piety in order that people may salute them and approve them. But deep inside them, in their families, They could not even show compassion to those who are in need. They cannot even show generosity to those who ask for their help and assistance. That's why Jesus told them, "Woe to you," because from the externals you are seen, you are very clear, you can be recognized as doing something good, but deep inside you are all kinds of dirt. Maybe, my dear friends, for us too, during these days, we are not excused from these woes sometimes. Why? Because some of us, we also fall short of giving good example. I myself, sometimes, am a very good preacher. Sometimes, I always appear so good before others, but also I have some kind of my own sinfulness. The same is true with other leaders, government or church leaders. The moment they say one thing but perform another thing, the moment they say that this is the law but themselves do not observe the law because of favoritism, because they think they are indispensable, because they think they are really there because of their power, because of their position, then we fail to become good examples to them. We are like those scholars of the law. We are like the Pharisees who are really good at knowledge but do not put this knowledge into practice. I know for somebody who is really very pious, very religious herself. One time he approached a priest herself and asked, "Father, can I say confessions? Can I confess to you?" Then I told her, "For now, I am not available. But Father, I only want to confess to you." And I told her, "Why only to me?" "Because Father so-and-so is like this and like that." And I told her, "But you can also confess to another priest." And she said, "I know, Father, I know that whoever I will confess my sinfulness, the Lord will accept me for what I am." And so I told her, "So put your knowledge into practice. Because you know, whoever the priest is, you will be forgiven. So put that into practice." Yes, there are really a lot of people, a lot of us, we are really so pious. We look so good, but at times we are so selective. Sometimes we cannot really put into practice our very own knowledge. That is why if we become like them, if sometimes we are only trying ourselves to be seen by people but do not put into practice what we really believe in, then we are also hypocrites ourselves. Jesus cannot but also say a lot of woes to us if we only appear so good, but deep inside we are not really convinced of our very own faith, of our very own belief. And so, my dear friends, let us develop the attitude of really looking into our very own deepest selves, to internalize what we really practice, to internalize our prayers, not in order that people may salute us, not in order that people may praise us, but in order that we ourselves will build such an intimate relationship with God. Unless we ourselves become convinced of our very faith and put them into practice, we become like the Pharisees, like the scholars of the law, upon whom Jesus cannot but say the woes before us.